The man placed the unconscious woman on the dining table. Looking at her beautiful figure, he struggled to hide his excitement. But since the boss had his eye on her, he didn't dare make a move. In the end, he picked her up and locked her inside a metal cage. Then he sat outside the cage, waiting for the boss to come inspect the prize. Soon, the boss drove up. His daughter was already waiting at the door. Excited, she bragged about the people she had captured. The boss rewarded his daughter with a kiss. This scene was witnessed by his son-in-law, but he didn't dare say a word, because in this place, the boss's word was law. Later, the daughter went down to the basement. She saw the unconscious woman lying on the ground, fueled by jealousy of the woman's looks. She grabbed a high-pressure water hose and sprayed her down. She couldn't stand anyone being more beautiful than her. Under the harsh spray, the woman finally woke up, curling up in the corner, begging for mercy. Meanwhile, the woman's boyfriend, Jack, also regained consciousness. He realized he was trapped inside a giant pit. He tried countless times to climb out, but it was useless. Then the boss walked over. He told Jack that if he pledged loyalty, he'd be freed. Otherwise, he'd rot in the pit and turn into a mummy. With that, the boss left. He headed down to the basement where the woman was held, but the boss didn't want to hurt her. He wanted her to have his child. Hearing such a disgusting demand, the woman got furious and threw a lump of dirt at him. The boss didn't get angry. He simply told her she had 2 days to think it over. Then he drove away. But right after he left, his son-in-law, William, strangled the daughter to death. He couldn't stand being ignored anymore, or watching his wife and father-in-law act so disgustingly. The next morning, William sat by the pit where Jack was trapped. He tearfully confessed all his sins to Jack. Before Jack could even process what was happening, William jumped into the pit and hanged himself. In that instant, Jack realized a way to escape. He used William's body like a ladder, and with one big push, he climbed out of the pit. Meanwhile, in the basement, the thug guarding the woman was eating a chicken leg, leering at her shamelessly. That's when the woman felt something cold on the floor, a steel nail. She quickly hid the nail. Then she started seducing the thug, begging him to open the cage door, saying if he let her out, he could do whatever he wanted, and she wouldn't tell the boss. Hearing that, the thug couldn't hold himself back. He unlocked the cage door, but just as he let his guard down, the woman stabbed the nail straight into his eye. The thug collapsed, screaming in pain. Hearing the noise, Jack, thinking his girlfriend was in danger, rushed to the basement. He grabbed a stick off the ground and beat the thug to death. Jack then grabbed the woman, and together they fled the prison. They jumped into a car and sped off. They thought they were finally free, but suddenly, the boss appeared in the middle of the road. He tried to stop them using his strength, but Jack slammed on the gas, and the next second, they ran right over him.